Welcome to Talking Trash, and today we're at a recycling site, as you can see behind me. We're actually at a newly established recycling site. So how many people remember going to the Boys and Girls Club thrift store site and doing all your recycling there? Well, since that site, the land sold and the building sold, and they have other plans for that site, we actually moved all of those bins to here. And here is 504 Davis Avenue. So it's basically just east of the newspaper office, just south of Noah's Furniture, or it'd actually be Michael's Furniture. It's just south of that. So it's a great site. It's absolutely a great site, and as you can see behind me, there's lots of bins, and so it's ready and willing for you. I just wanted you to know that it changed. It's moved. Another site that just moved in the last week is this recycling site over by Human Services. It's just south of Human Services, because that's the new site that is going to be the new police department, and they're going to start prepping the site soon, and so we needed to move those bins. So that site actually is no longer, and they just moved those bins to other sites that needed additional bins. So this one got an additional bin, and the arena got an additional bin, and so that site is no longer there. So we've had people call into our office. The sites, I'll just kind of mention where they're at. So the arena, the fairgrounds arena site has recycling bins. The site north on 59 out by the 59er, that has public recycling bins. North of the community college, on the north side of the campus, there's public recycling bins there. And then also out by Shorewood Pub, they're the north side or the south side of the city of Detroit Lakes, just on the edge of the city limits. Those are also public recycling sites, so you can use those sites. And so we encourage you to. Everybody's doing a great job, and continue to do that. So we'll kind of go over what goes in these bins, because we've had a few more questions this spring about that. So someone asked me about cereal boxes, pop boxes, those kind of boxes. What do I do with them? Do they go in cardboard, or do they go in paper? And we would like for you to put them in the paper if you could. We have to pull them out of the cardboard, and so if you do put them in the cardboard, next time you go out, can you put them in the paper? That would be greatly appreciated. When we start going through the paper by hand out at our material recovery facility, we have to pull them out by hand, and it's a lot. It would make it easier for us if you would please put them in the paper. The next bins we have, glass is kind of self-explanatory. Glass, that it can be all the mixed colors, brown, green, clear. The only kind of glass that we don't want in there, we don't want window glass, we don't want, mostly we want food containers. We don't want the window glass or the mirrors or drinking mugs, because that's a ceramic. If you would just put food containers in the glass, that would be great. If they have lids, put the lids in the appropriate bin. If they're plastic, put them in plastic. If they're metal, put them in metal. We'd greatly appreciate that. The one question that I've had with the recycling bins is we now combine plastic, metal, and cartons. Well, what kind of cartons is that? It's milk cartons, juice cartons, broth cartons, those kind, we call them Tetra Packs. Those kind of cartons go in that bin. And then when they get out to our recycling facility, we separate them out there. And we're going to give you some tours of the recycling facility in future episodes. It's really cool. We've got more machinery just to kind of hook you in there. So the plastic, metal, and cartons can be combined all in one, and then we separate it out later. So you can leave the lids on, or you can not leave the lids on. You can have them loose. If they're metal lids, put them in the metal. If they're plastic, put them in the plastic. One thing I'd like to recommend, though, is if you would, we see a lot of this, and I've had the pleasure through this COVID-19 to work on the recycling sort line. It's been very educational for me. I see a lot of these kind of containers inside another. And as you can see, these are two different kind of commodities. They're made differently, and they go to two different markets. And we'll see them inside something, and then by the time they're compacted, they're stuck together. We have to pry these out of here. So if you could put them in separately, and a lot of people bring their stuff in plastic bags, and they're really good about securing them and tying them up. And then we have to break these bags open. So what we would ask is that you untie the bags, dump the product loose into the blue bins, and then as you can see behind me, there's a barrel with a dome top lid. If you would put your plastic bags in there, that would be greatly appreciated, because then the bags are out of the recycling bins. We have to pull every single bag by hand out of that bin, or as it comes onto the sort line, we have to pull it out of there. It's very labor intensive, and we would greatly appreciate it if you could take the bags either back with you and or put them in the barrel that we have at each site, and then we'll take care of them on our end. But it really helps a lot in sorting and that kind of thing. And so we greatly appreciate all you do, and keep doing a great job. Happy spring, stay healthy.